Good evening. Welcome to People's Sense. We have a fun-packed edition for you tonight. I'm waiting for my friend Matt to join us on the live stream, and when he comes on, we'll include him too. So, how are you? I'm just going to move this light because it looks as if I've got some sort of weird thing going on. So tonight's episode, we're going to be doing an homage to a short homage to Persolaise, who is the #1 and original live streamer in the fragrance community. He has a channel with a great following, which includes all sorts of celebrities, and he often has very well-known people in the industry on. And he's had people like Richard E. Grant onto his show, etc. And he's also had people from Homage, all the sort of great creators in the industry. And his whole model is to put things onto a live stream and interact with his fans, his fan base, his subscriber base. And he's written books. He's got a great website called Persolaise. And he is probably the greatest expert in the industry, certainly in this country, but I would think he would be up there on the planetary expertise ladder as well. So second live stream has to go to Naz from the King of Hidden Gems. He started doing live streams over a year ago as well. In fact, almost 2 years ago. He's a smaller channel, but nevertheless, he is Matt. Hi, Matt. So I was just talking about Naz from the King of Toiletarian, who has a fantastic channel. So I'm just going to try and... that's better. So recommend that you watch him as well. And he does quite a few live streams as well. So very, very good.
Who's that? Is that the guy from Persolaise?
It is Persolaise, yes. His real name is Dariush Alavi. Okay. Very, very competent and great host of a live stream.
So he's the yin to my yang.
He's a what?
He's the yin to my yang. He's really competent, knows what he's talking about. And I haven't got a clue. Wicked.
Yeah, if you're talking about that, it's probably about the same with me as well.
No, you're doing all right.
What's going on with my background? Because I look as if I've got a very, very shimmery white shirt, a shimmery black shirt with red. Is it? Can you see it there?
No, you've. All I can see is two people. One guy dressed up as if he's in the Christmas.
No, this is Naz in his. That's his Persian outfit, his traditional Persian outfit.
Oh, is that the one with #2 round his neck?
Yeah, he's the second person because obviously
he looks like he's taking part in the nativity play at my kid's school. Going back 10 years ago when they were little.
No, it's traditional Iranian dress. So he comes on.
I do apologise.
And what have you? So, pardon?
I apologise.
Yeah, he's wearing traditional dress. He does actually make an appearance on one of his shows as Santa Claus.
Okay.
But he appears with his wife to do these things. So, and also Persolaise happens to have some Persian blood as well, just by coincidence. They must be way ahead of us in the live streaming game.
Well, that's it.
And I'm in the bottom end of that.
You're doing all right.
We do it for fun. We do it for fun in a hobby that we love. So actually, the red stuff seems to have stopped sparkling now. I don't know what was going on there. Can you see it?
No,
on my shirt?
Oh no, I can't see anything sparkling on your shirt.
Oh right, okay. It must have just been.
Maybe it's a bit of lint affecting your green screen or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
I was actually thinking about getting my green screen, get that down, and doing a proper background, and then I thought, nah.
Yeah, do it.
I've been doing some stuff around the house today, and I was going to have a shower and sort myself out, but my hair's looking a bit crazy, really. So I was going to shave it before I come on, but never mind.
What, like this?
Yeah,
like this.
Like
Would it look like
one.
a pair of breasts?
Yeah, could do, or a couple of like breakfast hard-boiled eggs. Lovely.
Yeah. A couple of baked beans on a fragrance raft.
Oh, that's the one. So, let me Google puns for two bald heads.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
So what's good in fragrance world then, John? What you been buying this week?
Well, actually, what I have been wearing today and really enjoyed wearing is the old Heritage.
Heritage. I almost dragged that out for tonight's session because I was thinking because it's autumn, I should drag all my woody sort of type stuff out, and I haven't dragged any woody type stuff out at all. I do like that.
So that got me onto grabbing 5 different Guerlain fragrances. I've not got them all out because it can get a little bit sort of overwhelming, and it doesn't necessarily add having more and more things to talk about. But I mean, Guerlain is a fantastic house, as we know, and the quality is unsurpassed.
Well, I've got the usual sort of ones that you can get cheap online, which I like all of them. I've got Le Bose, they're my summary ones. I've got Ideal Cologne, which is summary one. Then I've got Ideal EDT, which I tried the other day, and is a lot sweeter than I remember it. And then the classic bottles, I've got Heritage EDT, Linston EDT, Habit Rouge EDT. And is there another one? I can't remember. But I like all of them. But do you know what? I don't wear them much. Oh, that's it. And Habit Rouge Le, which I Le, whatever you want to pronounce it, which I really like. But I don't wear them as much as I'd like to. I always think, so I'm going out in jeans and an old t-shirt, and they're too good for that. I only ever seem to put them on when I wear a suit. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it's just getting them all up ready to roll, and I'll get some notes up as well.
So
because unlike the miraculous way other people remember notes, I don't. So
no, I don't remember any of them. Well, I've got Heritage, Linston, Habit Rouge Le, which I never know how to pronounce it. Le Bose, L'Homme Ideal and L'Homme Ideal Cologne, and that's it for me Guerlains. And I was going to buy L'Homme Ideal Cool, and I decided not to. And I don't know, it just didn't quite do it for me. I'd probably buy it if it comes up cheap. Don't get me wrong. So which ones you got, John? I mean, you've probably got some posh ones as well. Yeah, you got Shalimar.
No, I don't. As you know, I'm probably in the same ballpark as you with stuff that I get. But generally speaking, but that's Shalimar. That is an amazing scent.
My missus likes that, and I've never smelt it. Yeah. So it's the women's one, but a lot of blokes. Oh, I bet it's strong then.
It's not. It was actually a gift to my mum from a French family.
Oh wow!
They were millionaires called the Mangories, and they owned some sort of company in France. They were friendly with my grandparents. Anyway, so my mum had this massive bottle of Shalimar, and it wasn't like this, all ornate and looks as if it's come from another century. Well, it has come from another century, but not but post the 70s, most definitely.
We're not talking Buck Rogers, right? Yeah,
yeah. But this was actually the predecessor to Abbey Rouge. Abbey Rouge was made as the male equivalent of this.
Yeah.
But if you get the EDP, that's probably the best you can get at an affordable price.
Well,
But I think it's amazing.
I first my friend Andy, bless him, who's moved to Spain. How dare he? His next door neighbour was I don't know if she was a Playboy bunny or a Do Bonnie Red girl or something like that, and she used to hang around with a Arabian prince from Dubai or one of the sort of like Middle Eastern countries, and apparently this prince that she was friends with used to wear Habit Rouge. And the reason that I tried Habit Rouge for the first time is because she liked it so much on this print. She bought my friend Andy a bottle for Christmas, and he wore it. And then I tried it and thought, I really like that. But I think he had the EDP because I tried it, and I remember it going really leathery in the middle and then coming out the other side, whereas the EDT doesn't do that. But that's the first time I tried Habit Rouge, and it was £33 on All Beauty for ages, and I didn't buy it. And then when it went up, I was like, oh my God, I got to buy it somewhere else. I got it for, sorry.
No, sorry, I was just going to say, if you want a proper history, an account on this, Persolaise, Dariush, has some fantastic videos and information on it, and he's also got a book called The Snob. I can't remember the other bit of it, but it's
okay.
Dariush.
I remember he did a really good interview. He interviewed Thierry Wasser just before they opened the pop-up shop in Covent Garden, which is definitely worth a watch as well. If you want to listen to Thierry Wasser, who's a really chilled out little Swiss bloke who's nothing like you'd expect him to be. He's actually quite funny. So
no, he's interviewed countless people. I think the Constantines from Lush and those sort of people, just everybody at the top of his industry. He's just so well respected. He's also done stuff with Max 40 on a sort of a basis like this as well. So
Count Von Count.
Pardon?
Max 40. Everyone calls him Count Von Count from Sesame Street.
Well, he's obviously.
I like Max.
Probably
Don't get me wrong.
He's probably one of the people who is a little bit more of a serious collector, and thus Persolaise probably thought it was worth sort of having a chat with him. There's a lot that probably aren't people that he would have on the channel.
I remember watching Persolaise's review of Habit Rouge L'Instinct, is it the new one? And he totally poo-pooed it, didn't like it at all. So, but then again, every reviewer that I know that has reviewed that has said it's crap. So I'll probably end up buying it when I'm in France next. But hey ho, so decant on its way, John. You better bloody wear it, even if it does taste like skunk. Smell like skunk. So,
thank you. Yeah, well, I've got to get some stuff over to you. So that's Shalimar. It's totally suitable for men. It smells very similar to Le Lion by Chanel, which will cost you considerably more money.
The Leon come. I was watching. Who's the old guy, Sebastian? I was watching one of his videos, and he was doing. I can't remember who it was, but he said it's one of his favourite amber fragrances, and it comes in his top 3 out of 50. Yeah. So it must be pretty good because that guy he's got the sniff of everything that's ever been created ever in
the last
200 years. Yeah,
amazing. I think
I might try it in House of Fraser next time I'm in there, but I won't go in there in a pair of shorts and an old t-shirt because they probably won't let me try it.
I don't know. That's what most celebrities wear.
No, that's very true.
Not that I'm particularly an expert on celebrities, but they often photograph them when they're in the tracky bottoms. And
don't you think that posh perfume counters? I mean, it's definitely the case in Malta. But if you turn in there looking a bit rough, they sort of turn their nose up and don't really want to talk to you. It's like going to a car showroom. If you go to a car showroom, if you've got a suit and a shirt on, they're all over you. If you turn up in an old pair of shorts and a t-shirt and a pair of flip-flops, they leave you alone. So if you ever want to go and look for a car, turn up in a bleached old t-shirt, an old pair of shorts and flip-flops, and you'd be about to look around at, yeah. But if you turn,
I've not
seriously,
found it because the main shops I go in when I'm abroad, everybody's dressed in shorts and t-shirts anyway. So they won't leave you alone. You almost have to tell them to go away.
You go into a shop in a perfume shop in Valletta, and you asked, and it's like they're looking down the nose at you, and you think, I mean, there's nothing wrong with working in the perfume shop, but you think you're the Saturday girl in a perfume shop. Just what I mean, they look down
it's
your
like
nose
that line in. I didn't actually watch Absolutely Fabulous because it wasn't my thing, but I did see a clip of it where she says to someone in an art gallery, "Lose the attitude. You're only a shop assistant."
Yeah.
Thought it was quite funny. Not that I've got anything against shop assistants. It was a funny line.
But don't look down your nose at people. I mean, there's some very.
No.
I mean, I've got a story about my my auntie's friend Jeff. And Jeff was a multi-millionaire, made his money out of transport. He was minted, but Jeff didn't look any different to me or you or anyone. Jeff was just Jeff. He was a typical Yorkshireman, and he had a story about when he went to a car show, and he went to the Rolls Royce and said, "I want to buy that." And they're like, and they were sort of laughing and whatever, and he said, "No, I'll pay cash. I want to buy that Rolls Royce." And after a while, I think they took him seriously in the end, and he ended up buying this Rolls Royce. And the story went on. He had a business meeting in Germany, and he went to drive to Germany, and he broke down in this Rolls Royce. So he rang up the Rolls Royce customer service line, and they said, We've sorted you out a driver. So they got a driver to come pick him up, took him to the best hotel in the local area, had someone drive through the night from the UK with another Rolls Royce. In the morning, there's another Rolls Royce there with him, which he used for the rest of the trip. And then he come back to the UK, and he pulled up in his house, and his car was on his driveway, and someone was there to collect the keys. And when he rang them up and said, "What was wrong with my car?" And they said, "Nothing, sir. Rolls-Royce cars don't break down." And there's this like massive, great big like Yorkshire bloke was like, "Hey, bye, gum." Do you know what I mean? But anyway, but yeah, there are people sort of look down your nose at you if you don't look all right. So, but I don't care really.
But yes, I had to nearly drag someone to the cabinet, and I wasn't wearing anything scruffy. I had to drag a woman at Boots to come to let me smell Scandal and the Le Beau.
Okay.
I thought Scandal was marginally better than Le Beau, but I wasn't.
Did you not like either of them? I didn't think either
not
of them.
particularly. Well, I would have. Yes, they were both okay, but I wouldn't be busting a gut to buy them.
I thought the Le Beau EDT was a lot better because at least it was a freshy coconut sort of seaside sort of scent. The perfume one was just a bit crap. And Scandal.
Kenzo Parom, if you want something like that, Kenzo Parom is magnificent. I believe it's been reformulated in recent years.
I think the Guerlain coconut frizzanti, I think it's called, in the Aqua Allegra range. That's a lovely coconut sort of smell, but I don't think I'd spend 60, 70 quid on a bottle that I'd take on holiday and blast through in a week. So I didn't like it that much, but anyway,
I probably wouldn't be, but I just wear what I like. But if I don't see that it's worth it, I don't bother. This is one of the scents I've probably spoken about a few times. The green screen is not going to allow me to show it, but it's Vetiver.
Oh, well, the Guerlain. I never liked it. Is that put your hand behind it? If you put your hand behind the bottle, if you put the hand, put it up like that. That's it.
That's got a box behind it.
No, it definitely doesn't want to play ball, does it? What's that? Is that the Guerlain Vetiver or? No, it's definitely don't like it. What Vetiver is that?
This is Guerlain Vetiver.
Is that the original
both
one?
the bottles
Oh,
are.
you got the original green one.
I've got the ice block bottle or whatever they called it.
Yeah, because it's because you got a green strain and it's very green juice. You're going to struggle with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I could probably turn the green screen off.
I tried the Vetiver in the Listerine bottle, which is pretty much what I've got most of my Guerlains in.
Yeah,
and I have to say I didn't like it. I didn't think it was that good.
That's one of the older Listerine bottles, as you call them.
Yeah, that's the silver lid. It was a year before they changed them, but I tried it in House of Fraser, and I honestly didn't like it. Thing is, knowing what I know now, if I could have bought a bottle for 35 quid just so I could say I had a bottle, I would have done. If I knew they were going to change them, I probably would have bought a bottle. But I don't think I really liked it that much. In terms of like really big Vetiver stuff, I like Encre Noir Sport, and I actually wore that the other day and absolutely loved it. I think Encre Noir Sport is exceptional. So
I would disagree with that. I would say the Guerlain one is far more refined.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think
got the civet in it as well. It's got that civet note, and it just has that slight skankiness and tobacco. I love Lalique Sport. Don't get me wrong, and love the grapefruit in it, etc. But and I think it's better than the original. But I prefer, if I had to choose 10 bottles of scent and couldn't have any others, I'd definitely have the Vetiver.
Really, that's surprising.
Yeah.
But then again, it's probably one that I didn't like at the start, and if I'd bought a bottle, I'd probably love it at the end. So I've got so many. It was one of the first
things I collected, and as a collection, and that bottle's long gone, and I fell in love with it straight away.
You know, Vetiver, right? The Encre Noir, I can only speak from Encre Noir Sport, which I think is an absolutely beautiful bottle. It's a lovely green juice. The atomizer on it is superb. The box is lovely, but it's so big you struggle to get it out of your box every day. So you think, I'm not going to get everything out, so I don't wear it much. But when I do wear it, I just think it's lovely. And I keep looking at Encre Noir, it comes up in the Tino for like 18 quid delivered for 100 mils. And I keep thinking, I'll just buy it. And then I think about it for a week and end up buying something else. So, but I will buy the original Encre Noir one day.
The original's brilliant. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's got some real accolades over the years.
It's supposed to be like a real dirty spice. I mean, I can only speak from Encre Noir Sport, and it's spicy. It's woody, and it's spicy, and it hangs around for ages. I don't get the grapefruit. I don't get the water notes. I don't get the aquatic. All I get is a fresh, spicy Vetiver that hangs around and follows you around. It's just got a really nice smell.
That's one of those things that happens when you compare something on one wrist. You suddenly, if you've got two scents, say like Encre Noir and Encre Noir Sport, you'll find that you actually start to notice the notes in the other one. So you're more likely to notice the grapefruit note when you compare it to the original.
I know what you mean when you put it on, but I think the Vetiver's so dark and dank and stinky that I just think it takes over. It is fresh, but I mean, we've both got Mercedes Silver, which is Vetiver, black pepper, and rhubarb. But I think that's really Vetiver heavy. I mean, you can definitely smell the rhubarb. Now, you can smell the rhubarb in that, but you can't smell the grapefruit in the Encre Noir Sport. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you can, but you have to probably. I think you can definitely, but you perhaps might benefit from having the original to smell it by the side of.
Yeah,
then you'll pick up the grapefruit.
But that Mercedes Silver, as soon as you spray that, you get grapefruit. I mean, you get rhubarb straight away. I mean, I think it's very similar. I mean, Encre Noir Sport is a far superior scent, But the Mercedes Silver, I mean, that rhubarb, you can definitely get that rhubarb, and I get the rhubarb for a while. But then again, it only lasts about 4 or 5 hours on me, and then it just goes. But then again, it is that sort of scent that you take to work, put it on in the morning, then reapply at lunchtime. So, but in terms of me, I mean, I've been wearing quite a lot of freshies sort of lately. I've got right back into Versace Pour Homme. I bought Mazzoni Wave, and I think I'm preferring Versace Pour Homme at the moment. Really enjoying that. No one's actually mentioned it. I just like it when you put it on. It smells nice. So, but in terms of stuff that I've been looking forward to wearing, now, on my Fragrantica, I've never actually put down a signature scent. But I think when I actually look back at the stuff that I've finished and the stuff that I'm blasting through, this is one that I use loads at this time of year, which is, and I mention it a lot, is Mandarina Duck Black. I've probably got about that much left in it, and I've only had it a year.
Is that the black pure or just the black?
Just the black. They reckon black extremes discontinued, but the black.
But that's the black, is it?
Yeah, it's nice. It's got like a orangey note. I mean, it's got the box is better than the actual bottle. The atomizer's a bit crap. It's got some sort of like bowl in the back of it.
Is that on all of them?
Yeah, it's got but it's got like a tonka bean, sort of black pepper, vanilla. But it's got a really orangey sort of was it tiar flower? I've got the notes out in front of me. The actual notes on it is tangerine pepper and bergamot, tonka bean, tiar flower and African orange flower, and vanilla, sandalwood and Virginia cedar. So sandalwood and vanilla, tonka bean, yeah. Now the black pepper, yeah. Now the orange, how it comes about, if it's some flower or some tangerine, I don't know. But I definitely get. It's like a really nice, pleasant vanilla tonka sort of, but with like an orangey opening to it. It's really nice, but I paid. I mean, I looked on the Tino today, and it was up to 26 quid, but I got that for 13 quid. If you can pick that up for less than 20 quid, and you want something just to wear to work, it's lovely. It's really good. It's really good. I mean, I wore it into work, and a bloke from the office walked over on the other side of the office and said, "You're wearing tobacco." I think I've mentioned this before. Yeah. It is really good. So I've got that one out because I'm going to start wearing it again.
What's the difference between that and the pure black then?
Oh, pure black and black. I think they're exactly the same, but it depends what forum you're in. I think
tangerine, pepper, bergamot, tonka bean, tiar flower, African orange flower, vanilla, sandalwood, Virginia.
Pure black. Yeah, that's it. Pure black and black is the same one. I don't know if they had a copyright issue or they just renamed it, but that says pure black. Now, if you look at the bottle on Fragrantica and you look at that, it's exactly the same. It's just taken the pure off. That is the same. But the extreme one's different. So I've got that down. I'm going to start wearing that now the weather's started chilling out a bit. So what are you looking forward to wearing now the weather's cooled down? Bearing in mind you wear whatever you like, wherever the day of the week it is.
Well, say today I've worn the Heritage or Heritage, or however you want to say it. I'll probably be doing a bit of Shalimar.
Okay.
Yesterday I wore some Mansera Oud exclusive.
Yeah.
And I've also recently worn what's the other one I've had on? Oh golly. What? The Diptyque Oud Blau, which is very similar.
Okay.
Very, very similar to the other one. Yeah, they're good. So I'll be getting some ouds out, and then there's the Aqua de Parma Oud I'll be using that.
My boss likes
anything
that.
else I can lay my hands on? Pardon?
Yeah, my boss likes that Aqua de Parma Oud. I pointed out to him. I think they had it in TK Maxx for 90 quid for 100 ml with all the other bits. This is going back a while, and he bought it. And I remember at the Christmas do last year, he absolutely stunk of Aqua de Parma Oud. So he really liked it. I'll tell you what, I've got a really cheapie now. I nicked this off of, is it South Jersey? Clennon, you know, the stereotypical Italian American New York sort of male guy. I like his channel and I like him. I think he's quite funny. Is it Centre South Jersey? Is it Kellen?
Oh yes, I know who you mean.
He recommended this. Now this you can pick it up £7 delivered on eBay, and I love it. Denim EDT. I'll tell you what.
Well, funny enough, I've seen adverts for it coming up in black bottles.
I know there's loads of different versions, but the denim EDT, now apparently the aftershave's a bit darker. Now it comes with a really naff crimped top. As I said, on eBay it's £7 delivered, and if you want 100 mils of sheer, sheer manliness, and I'll tell you what, the atomizer is beastly. If you want to smell like something from the 70s and 80s, I'll tell you, it's lovely. It's definitely not unisex. For £7, buy yourself a bottle, and if you don't like it, I don't know, take it out of the garden, set fire to it, because it will start a bonfire quite easily.
Okay. Hi Enzo. You're in the comments, and I didn't have the comments up. So if you're still watching, if you want to jump on, you're very welcome. The verdict's on low. Yeah, I couldn't stop Matt from talking, so we didn't get onto that bit. But we'll get onto it, and we'll have a chat about Abbey Rouge Low. If you want to jump on as well, I'll put the link again in the comments so that you can join us if you fancy that. And I'm just going to, I'll put it back on there.
Should log in on my phone, really, shouldn't I? Don't blame me. You're the moderator. You're supposed to be keeping on top of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't like to interrupt. I like to let it. I don't like to control the narrative. I like to let it free flow. But every now and then we need to...
£7 on eBay delivered.
That's very good. I think I'll probably be tempted by that.
Buy it, but it is old school. It is, if you like Paco Rabanne sort of pour on the original one from the 80s, you'll probably like it. Yeah.
Okay. So should we talk about? I'll go back to what I'll be wearing, because obviously it's now over 20 minutes since Enzo. He's put Abbey Rouge low is pronounced low, so I'm not sure which one of us mispronounced it, but anyway.
That was definitely me, because I was going le, which is definitely not le, low.
I'm sort of on a point where I'm with things like l'instant and all those, because people are sort of saying l'instant and stuff, it just gets really confusing. So I just do whatever. So I've got the low, and I'll put some of that on that arm. This was an accidental buy, as you know, and I think it was a brilliant accident. It's slightly less dense, and I like really dense perfumes and scents. So, but this one still has the longevity with it, and it's still there, and it still projects, and it's still. It's slightly more refreshing to wear in the summer, but in terms of longevity, in terms of projection, and in terms of performance, it's certainly on a par with. Hi, Phil. Hi. Great to see you. Welcome aboard. So we've got, if you want to pop on, you're very welcome. This is People Sense, where you are the star. What's he laughing at?
That was me. Added to my list. Yeah, Enzo, why don't you jump on? Phil was actually me. Sorry, jump. I was logged in as someone else. Yeah.
Oh no, he's started. He's trolling his own show.
Sorry, I do apologise. Enzo, I actually wore Habit Rouge low the other day. And it's probably the third or fourth time I wore it, and it lasted. I wore it to work, and I could still smell it 10 hours later. So I thought it was really good. Yeah.
I was surprised by the longevity of it, to be honest.
I was surprised, but then again, the first time I wore it, I didn't think it lasted very long at all. But then again, I still get the hazelnut in it. So yeah. So if you posted the StreamYard, oh you have. Yeah, Enzo, jump on. Anyone can jump on, mate.
It's just like chatting to your friends on Facebook, on FaceTime. Yeah. I still can't get the hazelnut, but I do get a really, really nice citrusy note.
I get hazelnut over the top of everything, which is crazy because we both like it for completely different reasons. I think for the, I only spent 25 quid on a 50ml bottle. I didn't get 100. I will use that and I will blast through that in no time. So it's really good, and it's a shame because I don't want to get in a position where I think I want to keep that or I want to save some, because it's one of them things that's there just to be worn. So yeah,
a bit more sandalwood, I would say, in this original. So we've done Vetiver in a manner of speaking, something a lot very, very traditional barbershop sense. Can't hold it up because we've got a green screen on, etc., etc. We've done Low, which we both agreed for different reasons is fantastic.
It's really good. I'll tell you, Low is all year round. If you're going to work in an office, you could wear that all year round. You could wear it in winter, you could wear it in summer. That is a truly versatile all year round sort of number, whereas Habit Rouge I don't think is.
As you know, I don't hold it. I wear what I fancy at that moment in time. But for what is clearly marketed at women, I think Bates and Shalimar.
There's a few out there. I mean, my boss, he's like a really alpha male sort of type person, and he was talking about Tom Ford Black Orchid, and I pointed out to him. I said, "You do know that's a women's one?" It's like, "No, it's not."
Well, the clothing is marketed at men.
Well, I said, you go on to any perfume shop and tell me where it's listed for men. And he went on to it and he was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right." But he's a big Black Orchid sort of. He's he's a.
Well, you know that Oud 24 Hours is by Ardal Safran is the almost exact copy, and certainly the older versions last a lot longer as well. Okay. So I've got 2 bottles of that upstairs. It costs next to nothing, and you get a nice little deodorant in there as well with the bottle.
I'd just stick with me Touch and me what's it called? I think somebody mentioned it the other day. Lewis Cardin Sacred, which is chocolate vanilla, which I will be wearing. That's another beast mode sort of thing. If I've probably told this story, I wore it into work and everyone was going, "Oh, what's that smell? It smells like chocolate round here." And I was sitting there thinking, "Oh no, I'm really self-conscious now." It's nice, but I think I'll wear it the next time I go to a firework party or something with the kids, just so I can blast everyone outside rather than wearing it to work.
The other one I'll be wearing a lot of is Amber Gold by Euphoria. Sorry, Euphoria Amber Gold by Calvin Klein. I'll be wearing that quite a lot.
Oh,
And again,
you like that.
yeah, I do like it a lot. And
What's the Boss one? You like a Boss one as well, don't you? Isn't there a coffee sort of Boss one that I think you sent me a decant of it. But,
Absolute.
is it Absolute? No, there was a Boss one. There was that, because I mean that Calvin Klein one, you can't buy that for love nor money. I mean,
Which one?
you know, the Calvin Klein one you was just talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I've looked out for that, and I just don't see it anywhere.
Oh, right.
That's on my radar of things. If I can buy cheap, I'd buy it cheap. But I swear there was a Boss one. Wasn't there a Boss one in an orange bottle that you mentioned was all right, like a coffee sort of one? Was it you? Maybe it was someone else. Not that I talked to anyone else about fragrances, so maybe I imagined it. Could have happened. Damn that laudanum.
Well, if you want the amber gold, you can get it for $35.95 from perfume price right now.
Okay.
I'll ping it over to you. I'll email it over to you.
Cool. There we go. But so I'm trying not to buy any, and I keep seeing bargains. I tell you, there's one that I did try. I tried it in the airport when I was coming back from Malta, and it's an Azzaro Chrome Aqua. And if you like sort of green, really green, herby sort of aquatics, you'll probably quite like it. But there's a few places selling it for 25 quid with 10% discount. Azzaro Chrome Aqua. It's in a bright green bottle, or an aquatic green bottle. I looked at that a while ago, and I tried it at the airport and thought, I'm not sure if I quite liked it. And then a couple of weeks later, I'm thinking, I do think I quite like that. But as a cheapie, that's for about 20 quid. We're about 22 quid with a 10% discount at the moment. I think that's
right. No, it's out of stock. You're right. It's gone.
Oh, is it?
It's gone. Yeah.
Which one's that?
The one I've sent you the link to. I've just noticed it says out of stock on it.
Yeah, that's the problem with all
gone.
You get something good, they drop the price. But then again, I've got to be happy because, and I know I've said this before, but I managed to get a bottle of Eau Sauvage Parfum 100ml for £52. So,
that's very good.
Well happy with that. Well happy. So,
welcome to the show. If anyone wants to drop on, you're very welcome. And what's this? Enzo's book. Tried to get, but myself couldn't handle it. Oh, bless you. Oh, well, thanks for having a try anyway. And maybe another time when things are working a bit better, you're very welcome on. We'll try and do these a little bit more often.
Yeah.
We've both got full-time jobs, and
more the merrier.
But you're very welcome. Or you can contact us off screen and set something up if you want to as well.
Oh, excellent. Wicked. So, but it's another thing as well. I said to you off screen a little while ago, I said I buy loads of stuff and then I hardly wear any of them. So what I'm going to try and do is pick 2 every week, depending on the weather or what the weather's like on the Sunday, and try and wear them for an entire week and get proper wear. So my week this week, unless the weather really warms up, is Mandarina Duck Black and denim. And then I think the week after I might go for something a bit posher. I might get me Boucherons and me Habit Rouge. I mean, me Guerlains and me Dior's out. But I actually quite like my cheapies, because the thing is, I don't mind blasting through my cheapies, taking them to work, leaving them on the desk, freshening up all the time. I actually think sometimes I prefer the cheapies in terms of enjoyment than the more expensive ones. So, which is a bit crazy, really.
Lots of pleasure out of cheapies.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, in terms of going out, it's a bit different when you go out, because when you go out and you get dressed up, you want to wear something a bit nicer, and you want people to notice you. So I generally go a little bit beast mode, and the stuff I've been buying lately is beast mode. But when I go to the office, I mean, I don't work anywhere particularly posh. I'm not going into London. I'm going into my local town, which isn't exactly the most exotic of places. Well, it is quite exotic, but not in the right sort of way. But yeah, I mean, you can go in with something cheap and blast yourself with it all day and really enjoy it. So yeah, and I mean, there's not going to be any sort of real sophisticated noses in my team. I mean, I went to work with Ideal. Ideal. What's it called? Ideal Guerlain, the EDT, which is the almond and tonka bean one. And I walked in, and one of the bosses, the other team, went, "Oh, you smell lovely." It was like a guy I work with, and he actually stopped and just went, "Oh, you smell," and it was like crazy. So, but as I said, I seem to get more compliments off men than I do from women when it wear fragrances. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean, I've been wearing. I don't tend to get many compliments, if I'm entirely honest, on anything. So, but then I wear what I enjoy wearing for myself. So compliments are nice.
Well, I've got sort of two people. My friend's daughter, she always knows if you're wearing something nice, she'll always compliment you. She'll always go, "Oh, that smells nice," or "That smells lovely," or whatever. And she sort of notices. And a woman I work with, she's the same. You walk past her and she went, "Oh, you smell nice." But there's certain people that sort of notice it, but they don't say everything. There's only certain things you wear. I mean, my friend's daughter, any sort of blue frags, she loves them. I mean, Mazzoni Wave and I like Dylan Blue Versace. I think it's good. She likes all them sort of bluey ones, and then the other woman at work, she's a little bit older and she likes the more vanilla based stuff. But they don't.
You're not bothered about ouds, are you?
I only own a really cheapy one, which is Frank Olivier Oud Touch. But I'm gonna buy the Guerlain Boys Mysterious, which is it's about £150 retail. You can pick it up for about £100, and I really like that. There's a wood and oud sort of Guerlain one, but I'm probably going to get that over Christmas. I really like it, and that's real oud. That's not synthetic oud. So, but yeah, I mean, you've obviously got loads.
Yeah, yes, I have, but not many of them are. I don't even know whether there's genuine oud. The only one I absolutely know is there's genuine oud in is the ADP one, and Terence, Aaron Terence Hughes.
Okay, which one you got from AD Terence Hughes?
I've got oud. It's just called oud.
Oh no, I like his naming. I think his naming is great. Yeah.
And his other one is called Onyx.
Okay.
So I mean, they're both great scents. The one issue with them is that out of all the stuff I've stored and kept, I've bought the 10ml bottles, which do last you ages, and they are very, very good. Yeah. But they've gone off a bit. So I don't know whether that uses more natural stuff.
I think I get I get the impression he uses a lot of naturals and everything, which is why he charges top dollar. I mean, when you look at his reviews, he always goes, "Oh yeah." I mean, if you can get past the whatever it is, whipping past the base, and I mean, he whipping through the base, and he even laughs when he says it now. But he always says, "Oh, I'd have more naturals." But I get the impression he uses naturals wherever he can, which is why he charges top dollar. But I mean, you look at the people that review his stuff. I mean, who's the Dutch girl, curly girl? She likes loud beast mode sort of stuff, but she loves his stuff because she goes, you spray it and you know you got something on. And I mean, I think he wants to hark back to the old days where you put something on and people know you got something on, and I salute him for it. If things go off quickly because he's using loads of naturals and charging more, just buy smaller bottles and make sure
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that they're not. It's because of anything. It's
Okay.
I mean, because they're 10 mils, I've been perhaps a little less careful with them because I've perhaps slung them in a place where they perhaps shouldn't have been kept.
Yeah.
It's just something I've noticed. It was more than one of them as well. So, but I do think, but even with slightly off scents, it tends to be the top notes. So if you still spray yourself with it, you'll find that those acrid top notes will burn off, and you're still left with a good sort of base.
Yeah.
And even with my mum's 70-year-old Shalimar, oh, sorry, not 70-year-old, 1970s Shalimar, that's the case.
Well, one of the things that I remember going off, my mum and dad, when I was probably in my sort of late teens, they bought me a bottle of Giorgio Beverly Hills for men, and I remember the top notes going off of that. But I think I probably had it out of its box in my windowsill with the sun shining on it every day. And I went into my local TK Maxx the other day, and they had a 30ml bottle of it for a tenner. And I thought, oh no, I remember it being really soapy and really sort of like lemony and stuff. And then I come home and I looked up the notes, and I was thinking, wow, the notes look really similar to Santoral by Penhaligon's. I mean, people don't say it smells the same or whatever, but I think for 10 quid, I wish I'd have bought a bottle now and just blasted through it over a couple of days and just gone, oh, I really like it.
Penhaligon's. I've fallen out with Penhaligon's because
How dare you?
I used to buy quite a bit of their stuff in the sale. They had fantastic sales.
What the
really good
secret sales?
Really good items. And you know, pardon?
The unboxed sales, yeah.
Unboxed. I've had some absolute bargains, but now they've suddenly ramped it up, and it's very expensive now. Who owns them?
They're owned by Puig or Pug, or the Spanish company.
Yeah, is it? I don't know how you pronounce it. But
it's called Pug because I'm uncivilized and uncouth. Yeah,
they took over. They've been very greedy, and they suddenly ramped their sale up. And idiots were buying bottles and putting them on eBay and stuff, and gouging prices.
You used to be able to get a bottle of Santoral, and we've had this conversation, for 40 quid unboxed on the second-hand sale. And I mean, on the secret sale, now it's about 80 quid. But I must admit, the
36 quid.
Well, the last secret sale they actually included Savoy Steam. Now, if you haven't tried Savoy Steam is classy. It's lovely.
Their discovery set I have.
It's not, but it's got a. I mean, I know people say that with the cologne, you know, that stuff they put in Davidoff cool water. It's got like a sort of C note in it, but it's just classy. Savoy Steam is lovely. It is really, really nice. I would, yeah. I wouldn't pay 130 quid for it, but I mean, if I could get a bottle without a box for about 50, 60 quid, I'd definitely buy a bottle. It's lovely. It's really nice. It's one of the few things I sprayed in my hand, and then I've met up with my missus at the local shopping centre. She's gone, oh, that's lovely. So, yeah. I mean, usually my missus just goes, oh, that smells nice. And, you know, she's not interested whatsoever. But there's one of the ones she went, oh, that's nice. Yeah. So Savoy Steam. But I'm quite lucky. I've got loads of shopping centres, and I mean, Penhaligon's is well represented up the road from me. I mean, it's the thing about them Penhaligon stores. They've pretty much, they carry everything. Everything they sell is on a big circle when you walk in, yeah, so you get to try everything. And I was trying to get my daughter to get a Christmas job in there last year, but they didn't want to. But I think you may need to be 18 to sell perfume. I don't know if that's true or not.
I've never heard anything like that.
No,
I
that's
mean,
what I
some
told her.
people
She was
are.
probably disappointed because I was going, go and get a job in Penhaligon's, see if you can get a discount.
No, I
'Cause
don't. Because I mean,
yeah.
lots of it. I don't even know whether it's denatured alcohol. I'm not sure. I know it is on lots of the Eastern, Middle East scents. But just going back
Okay.
to your question, I keep looking down at my wardrobe on Fragrantica, and to be honest, it is not up to date at all. So, but I think I'll be wearing stuff. Back to your question, I'll be wearing things like Stronger with You.
Yeah.
The 3 derivatives that I have, I'll be wearing Boss. Let me just. You were asking about the Boss.
I'll tell you, the original Boss, Hugo Boss bottled. I really like it. I know it's so uncool, but I think that's
No,
lovely.
it's a
for
really
this time of
good,
year.
long-lasting scent. Actually,
It's quality. So
it's the apple. It's the sort of apple pie smell, isn't it?
yeah, it's nice. I like it.
I like it. I've never bought it. I have got. My sister
Apparently,
bought me a
the Boss,
copy.
the Boss bottled Intense is really nice. I think I bought a bottle of Boss bottled on a flight back from Malta because it was really cheap. And I think I've got a bottle of 30ml of Boss bottled and 30ml of Boss bottled night, which is crab, for 20 quid on an offer. So I was thinking I'll buy that. But I like Boss bottled. I think it's all right.
Well, I've got Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss, the Scent Absolute, which is fantastic. And I've also got a 50ml bottle of Boss Scent Private Accord, which is
That's the one.
Bit more. Private Accord.
That's the brown one, isn't it? It looks brown. It's got coffee. Has it got coffee?
Yeah, it has got coffee in it. Maninka.
That's the one. That's the one you told
me. Ginger bergamot, middle notes, Maninka, coffee, pepper, pineapple, and then cacao, woody notes, vanilla, patchouli, amberwood, and benzoin.
Yeah.
So it is nice, and it is a bit special. I might go sparingly with it because it's only it's a 50ml bottle that I've got.
Yeah, and you don't want to use it all. I need to change that mentality. I need to start getting into the mentality. I really like it, and I'm going to blast through it and use it all. So,
yes, I mean,
rather than the mentality of sitting there, I want to sit there and don't open it and just look at it. I mean, I haven't even opened it. I know exactly how Stronger With You Absolute smells. I love it. I try it every time I go into Super Drugs or whatever, and I haven't even opened it yet. But I'm waiting for it to get cold, and then I'm going to start opening it up and start using it. And like my Eau Sauvage perfume, I haven't opened that yet. I don't know. It's lovely.
Welcome to the show. If you want to join us, I'm going to put the link in the description again. Very welcome to come on board and tell us what you're going to be wearing in the autumn and winter. So the link's now in the comments, so you're very welcome to click on.
I think autumn it's a bit tricky because you still get hot days, and unfortunately I've got 2 boxes and they sit on top of each other. And my autumn winter is now on top of my summer spring. So if I want to get the summer spring out, in terms of stuff that sort of crosses over between the two, I actually think. I mean, I've probably only got a few that cross over both, and it's Versace Dylan Blue, which I honestly think I could wear that all year round. But I've kept it in my summer stuff. So,
well, I suppose I've got Sauvage, I've got Chanel Bleu Parfum, and various other blue scents. So I'm just not in the market for having that at all. I can wear Chanel Parfum in the winter. That's quite good for the winter. And
okay.
Sauvage would be, but I've gone off it. I don't really bother with it much, to be honest.
I never bought it. I never bought Sauvage, and I never Chanel Blue. I like it, but I've just always thought it was a bit. Oh, that's nice. Rather than got to buy that because it's £100. So I never have. So what's Zakharov signature tobacco? I don't even know what that is, Ashley. So I'm going to Google that. I don't even know what that is.
Zakharov. Oh, so you're from America then? That's the one that. That's the one that Neil recommends, isn't it?
Let's have a look.
Mr. Miami Cuddles recommends that. You can't get it in the UK, actually. But welcome to the show. You can join us if you want. Links in the comments. No. What? No. What's no?
Yeah, is that our signature?
I don't know what you mean, Ashley.
That's all right. There it gets.
That's the one that Miami Cuddles advertises, anyway.
Right, let's go to
Nottingham. Oh, right. Not far from me then, Ashley.
Neighbour.
I'm on the Derbyshire-Nottinghamshire border. Yeah, practically.
And I'm south of the River Thames, so you're all Northerners. Zakharov signature.
We've got to gang up on you.
I don't mind. Chanel Egoiste. I've tried that. I quite like that.
Yeah, I think it's one that I'd like, and I've never actually got around to buying it, but it's been on the radar forever. I've got the Egoiste Platinum.
That's the barbershop one, isn't it?
Apparently, anything like it.
Is it the Egoiste? Or is it the Egoiste Platinum's the barbershop one? One's a barbershop one.
Yes, it's like a clean green sort of scent, but quite.
And that's the Egoiste, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. So,
but Egoiste is on my radar. I mean, it's sort of, as I understand it, is it? What do you think it's like, Enzo? Is it like Abbey Rouge? Is it similar? Is it in a similar vein?
I'm gonna have to look it up to make sure I'm talking about the right one, because one of them's really barbershoppy. Chanel.
Well, Platinum Egoiste is a sort of a very, very. It's a. I would say it's a clean green sort of scent, but it's very sophisticated.
Maybe that's the one I've tried because they had it in boots.
Would that be right, Enzo?
Oh, Egoiste is a woody rose one. Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got Habit Rouge sort of vibes about it. I'm sure it's a lot better because it's Chanel. So
yeah. And where are you, Enzo? I think it's another one I've looked at. You can get it, but I thought it was a bit pricey for what it was in the UK.
Yes, it's woody. Platine. I don't even know what that is. I've got it's a great sandalwood. Have you tried Trumper Sandalwood Cologne? Don't even know what that is. You tried them, John?
Which one? The Platinum?
Trumper?
No, I've not got it. Oh, right, in Canada. Wow. Well, very welcome anyway.
Our Canadian cousins?
Yeah, you can get the Trumper in the UK, but it's quite expensive, I think, for what it is. I seem to remember it being in about £70 sort of mark. So it wasn't something at the time. I did have a look into it because Dan Norton had it on his channel, but
I find it funny that you can probably buy some Yves Saint Laurent and Chanel's cheaper in America than you can buy in Britain. Bearing in mind they're made next door to us. So then again, in Canada, I can imagine Canada is probably well represented in terms of French perfumery. because of the huge French sort of population in Canada. So I imagine the is that what is it? Fragrance X is the Canadian one, or is it Fragrance now? I can't remember. There's one of them is a big Canadian one, and
I'm not sure. I bought from Fragrance X. I bought a long time ago.
I know one of them is Canadian. Maybe that's why they're so represented, because of their ties with France. So maybe I'll have to start looking on there. So he said, Enzo, Mercedes-Benz Cologne. That is absolutely amazing. And it wasn't out of stock everywhere. One of my local shops had loads of it, and I wish I'd have bought more, and I haven't been down there again since. But I've got 2 bottles and a bottle that's probably got about a couple of millimeters left in the bottle of it, and I bought I sent the bottle up for John Lord Charfield. Mercedes Cologne is amazing. It is truly amazing.
I'll have to have a look. Thank you for that, Ashley. You can get it from Trumpet for about £46 on Shaving Club.
Oh, Ashley, thank you. I've never been on Shaving Club. Is that the place up in Scotland that Smelly gets a discount on?
That's the Executive Shaving Club, because I've
that's something else.
It might be the same.
Is that the same, Ashley?
Can tell us.
Fragrance by Enzo says is a Canadian. That's the one. But they I mean, in America, you're well represented in terms of discounters. I mean, we pretty much have got the Tino is the one that Perfume Price, Perfume Click, and then we've got My Origins, which is the French one, and Parfum Dreams is the German one, and then you've got Perfumer's Price, which is the one from Spain. So Traditional Shaving Club, don't even know what that is. John's obviously disappeared.
I'm here. It's all right. Okay. My good lady wife wanted to get some of these, one of these chargers to charge her iPad.
Of course, that's all right. That's fine. So, Trumpet.
Traditional Shaving Club. All right.
I'll look that up. So, Traditional Shaving Club.
I'm going to just nip and refill my glass. If you could keep hold the fort.
That's all right. There's no chance of me refilling my glass because I've drunk the entire bottle of red wine this evening, and I've got none left. Traditional Shaving, is it Traditional Shaving Club? I've got, there we go. UK Shave Club, Traditional Shaving. I take it that's the UK one. Can you post the Ashley? Can you post the link to that? It seems to be like loads of different variations of a theme. Enzo, Jimmy Choo, Ice, yes, I agree. Jimmy Choo Ice is another really good one. Problem is that Mercedes Cologne, they were selling it off 120ml bottles of it for 20 quid a little while ago in a shop near me, and they had loads of it. So I bought a few. It's really good. It's just orange and vetiver. It's lovely. Yeah, TK Maxx, Enzo. Yeah, TK Maxx, TJ Maxx. Same. They don't seem to have had anything good in there recently. Sometimes they have. Sometimes they have loads of stuff in there that's quite good. And sometimes they don't. They just don't seem to be. They don't seem to have that many great things at the moment. But it's a bit hit or miss. I actually think TK Maxx is probably better for the women's stuff. I mean, my wife likes Oscar de la Renta, and we buy anything in TK Maxx was about 10-15 quid, which is an ADP, which is Oscar de la Renta. We buy because she loves it, and they're all really good. But the Oscar de la Renta
is nice.
Oh, shut up. I've got nothing left.
Bless you.
But yeah, the TK Maxx Oscar de la Renta. If you buy, if there's someone in your life or there's a lady in your life, yeah, if Oscar de la Renta, if you can buy anything that's an EDP under 15 quid, they're wonderful, all of them. And my missus has probably tried 6 of them. My missus is, I mean, she makes that Dutch girl Curly, whatever her name is, and look like an undersprayer. I mean, my missus probably does 30 mils before she walks out the door in the morning.
What have you just recommended? I've got my iPad now. If ever I'm looking down here, I'm looking at my iPad. So what does that smell like?
Are we talking?
Right. Funny, we were talking about Black Soul last night. Oh no! Oh right, no, it's sorry. The bottle looks the same. Smells like Antaeus.
Oh, what's that?
Paul Louis. Paul Louis.
Oh, Paul Louis. That's an Oscar de la Renta. Yeah. Matt Enzo, if you're talking about Mercedes cologne, it was in the local House of Fraser. They had loads of it, but I very much doubt they've got any left. Paul Louis, that's supposed to be really nice. I know it's been reformulated, but that gets some. And isn't there one called Dice or something that looks like a picture of a dice on the box?
I've seen that. Yeah, someone's actually had that on their channel.
That's supposed to be quite nice as well. But in terms of the Oscar de la Renta ones, I think the women's ones are the best ones, and the original Oscar de la Renta, the women's one, it's a bit nana sort of. It's a bit old hat. It's like one of those. If you like Chanel No. 5, you'll probably like it. It's got a traditional French perfumery sort of smell to it, but Oscar de la Renta is in terms of their perfume, they're like I suppose they're like the female version of Salvatore Ferragamo. The chance of you getting a bad one is pretty small. And in terms of women's perfumery, Salvatore Ferragamo, I bought my eldest daughter, a bottle of Incanto for about 14-15 quid, and it's lovely. It is absolutely amazing. It's so cheap. So I think Ferragamo makes some good women's stuff as well.
Apparently, they took the oak moss out of this Louis. And,
yeah. They took the oak moss out of everything. I blame the EU.
Yeah.
How dare they?
Yeah. I'm just scooting down the remarks here about it. That looks worth getting at some point.
But so I'm going back to the traditional Egoiste sandalwood. Yeah, I'll check that. I'll check that in.
That's fantastic, Enzo. I bought that for my mum a few years ago for her birthday, and it's an incredible grapefruit scent, isn't it? And I instantly regretted it when I gave it to her and I smelt it, because I bought it without smelling it. I instantly regretted it because it smells so fantastic. I will probably get a bottle of that one day.
Totally agree with you, Enzo. Allegra sort of range of fragrances, they are nice. I don't think I'm not sure if they last that long, but I've tried quite a lot of them at the Guerlain desk at my local shopping centre. And I think Pampaloon is one that I tried. I think I tried it after you recommended it, John. I think I might have actually sent you a sample up of that one.
Yeah, you sent me some of those.
Was Pampaloon one of them? But it is really nice. So
I'm not sure that it was, because I don't think there was a Pampaloon. I could be wrong. I don't recall. Okay.
But that's the grapefruit one. But the thing is, even if it wasn't one of them, you know what it's going to smell like, because you know it's just going to be straight up fresh grapefruit. So if you like that though, Enzo, I don't know, it's discontinued, but you can still buy it. But if you like a really nice sort of grapefruit top end, the Guerlain Ideal Cologne, that's got a really, really nice opening grapefruit note to it. and a real realistic sort of juicy grapefruit. And John and I, we've both spoken about really good grapefruit openings. Now, I know we've both got Mugler Come Together, which is the yellow one, which is the grapefruit and cannabis, which has got a really rindy sort of grapefruit opening. It's very similar to one of the light blue ones.
Do you mean Fly Away?
Sorry. Yeah, Fly Away. Mugler Fly Away. If you like grapefruit and you like a really good opening of grapefruit, Fly Away is good. But what was the other question? Aqua Alligera Pampelon. Have you tried Mandarin Basilic one? I haven't tried that.
No, sorry, no, I haven't actually. Who Mandarin Basilic one?
Enzo asked that.
And then we'll have a look at Ashley's recommendation, which is Rogue Mousse Illuminée.
I haven't tried that either. I think my fragrance stuff's pretty low level. I don't venture too far away from the path. I mean, there's werewolves. Sorry.
In answer to your question, Enzo, I might have had a sample sent to me by Matt. He sent me a few samples. I'd have to have a look. But I don't recall it. But the notes look fantastic. Orange, bitter orange, mandarin, clementine, basil, sandalwood, amber. What's not to like? And there's a bit of tea in there as well. Green tea and ivy. So yeah, that would be something I'd like to try actually. I'm going to put I want on that. And then the other one, Rogue Mousse Illuminée. Oh, by Rogue Perfumery. No, I don't know where. Oak moss. Artemisia. So oak moss, Artemisia, cypress, white flowers, olibanum, laurels, white musk, and cedar. That sounds nice as well. Apparently reminds people of Ralph Lauren polo and Corum. The trouble is, when people put stuff in there, I think they're just trolling because there's so many things that actually don't smell anything like what they're pretending to smell. Sometimes it does give you a little bit of an idea, but it's nothing over.
Enzo, I'm going to say this again. The Mugler clone Fly Away, which is not the most fashionable or the trendy one out of all the Mugler clone range, but the Fly Away, you can pick it up in TK Maxx for like 15, 20 pounds, which would be 15, 20 euros. And if you can get it, and you don't mind a strange green note on top of it, but I think it brings the grapefruit out. Something else, I think Fly Away is a great cheapie. So, yeah.
The only one I can see on eBay, Ashley, is going for £198.55 from the United States, plus there's £4 postage.
Go on, buy it, John. Review it next week.
I used to get that because I did quite a few reviews on Fragrantica, and someone asked me to actually buy something to review for them. Like, what?
Isn't that what you're supposed to do as a reviewer? Don't.
Yeah, it's your job to buy out of your own pocket to save other people from buying it.
Isn't that what what's his name? Ash from Jensen's, who I actually quite like. I think he's all right.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, I think he's all right. But he does that. Doesn't he do polls of what do you want me to review, and then just buys it all then. But then again, when you get in like the best part of 500,000 hits for every single video you put up, you're probably generating a good amount of wealth out of your YouTube channel.
I don't know whether he's got any sort of sponsorships, but his channel's very professional, very well written. And
he's good. He's actually
well written.
He's actually quite
clearly
funny
very
as well.
intelligent as well.
Yeah. So
this is how you make sense last a long time. But it's very rare I don't go out with something like that in my pocket, because I don't think there's much that does last you all day, perhaps with the exception of the Leon and 9 p.m. That lasts all day.
Yeah, that's truly mental, that stuff.
Well, I bought these and they leak terribly after a few times. And then you waste all the juice in it and everything. Whereas these, you can get them for very little money. And you can post them to each other like we do. And I can put them in my pocket. The only thing I've got to be careful of is I've started to get quite a collection of these with a little bit in, and I haven't labelled them. And now then I've got to spray them to find out what's in them. See if I want to take them. So
just mix them all together and just spray them on the way out.
Yeah, you can do that. I have done that before. That's another thing. That's one good thing you can do with this. You can actually get from one bottle and mix your fragrances up, which I have done before.
Whenever I buy the Aqua de Colonia Concentrada, the Alvarez Gomez one, and I always buy the 300ml bottle, just because I think, well, for 300ml you can actually get a bottle bigger than the spray ones, and then I end up decanting it. I've got this glass sort of air freshener bottle that my missus had, and I fill that up, and you put one spray and it gives out so much juice.
You mean because it's splash on?
I always buy the splash on just because it's so cheap. You can get 300ml of the splash on with the moisturizer for 12 quid plus 4 quid delivery from that place in Spain. I mean, it's cheaper to buy the 300 than what it is to buy the 150 spray. So Alvarez,
we're not touching upon the comments, are we? We need to keep up with the comments. So speaking of Homage, we've done that one. Enzo, you crave grapefruit scents. So right, thanks, Matt.
Yeah, I've said that.
Nick Boys is selling it. Is that the
Enzo, I know where you're coming from, but it does smell so good.
Daughters can be very cruel.
I'm going to post a link to the cheapest place to buy the Aqua de Colonia. Hang on, I'm just going to need to find it.
So we're saying Slick Boys is selling it in the UK, the Barbaria, and
I'm just going to find the link to the cheapest place you can buy it. I can't remember what it's called. Perfumers Club, isn't it? That's it. Perfumersclub.co.uk, which is actually based in Mallorca.
I've dealt with them though, as you have, and they're very good.
Oh, they're excellent. It takes about 8 days on delivery, which I don't mind if you're getting stuff that cheap. And
if you cheap and they're efficient and reliable.
Well, if you buy stuff off of them on their VAT day or their VAT free day, their VAT free days are well cheap. You can get some real bargains. So hang on, I'm just going to find the link and I'll send it to you. But if you're going to buy the Alvarez Cologne, I mean Alvarez Gomez stuff.
I'm having a look now, Ashley, for Slick Boys UK, and they're selling. So they got fragrance. Oh wow! Imaginary authors.
Right, Alvarez Gomez. Oh, in terms of the Alvarez Gomez.
Thanks for that. That's a great resource. I'll ping it over to you.
Oh yeah,
Matt.
Sorry, I was somewhere else, but that looks good. If you like the Alvarez Gomez stuff, the Alvarez Gomez Concentrada Barbera is lovely as well. That's another one for you, Enzo. That's actually, I'm going to send you a link to all the Alvarez Gomez stuff, but the one you want to be looking for, this is the. Can I comment on it? I don't even know if I can comment. Can I comment?
Yeah, it's supposed to comment at the bottom. You should be able to.
I just need to. Oh no, I've lost the ability to comment. Maybe it's because I've got a Chromebook.
Have you gone right to the bottom of the page, at the bottom of the comments? You should be able to put a comment there.
What I'm going to do, I'll send it to you. I'm going to put it in private chat, John. If you can just copy and paste it over. I don't know why I can't. Yeah, it won't let me do it. Maybe it's because I'm not logged in.
I'll give you the some sort of. I think I can invite you as a co-person or something.
Okay. But in terms of if you're going to buy the Alvarez Gomez, you can get the offer.
As long as you don't troll your own channel.
Of course, it won't. I wouldn't dare. Me a troll? I don't believe it. They've got Ergo Aqua de Colonia Concentrada Eau de Cologne 300 milliliters plus 280 ml of moisturizing emulsion, which is basically just face moisturizer for £12.44. I mean, that's just ridiculous. How cheap that is. There we go. No, I'm definitely still not in there. Maybe I'll do it on YouTube. Hang on, let's log in the tubes. YouTube. That's taking ages.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Oh look, my
there
face
is a way of adding you as like a co-conspirator.
That's all right. Co-conspirator. Yeah, I'm on the live chat now.
Oh, you've got it, have you? You've done it. What were you doing wrong? Oh, he's gone. Grapefruits, D&G forever. Yes, I was going to mention that, Ashley, because that's one of my favourites. Matt actually recommended it to me, and you can buy it in a gift set with I think it's a 20 ml travel thing as well. Oh, he's come on as a person, as a troll in the comments. So yes, Matt did do that. What's the other one you've got there? Italian Love. I'm not sure about that one, but I have tried Acqua di Parma Colonia Futura, but hasn't that got a patchouli note in it as well? I quite like it though, the Futura. I've got a sample of that somewhere upstairs. Let's have a look. Where are you, Matt? What are you doing? This above for the good stuff. I'm now on chat. It's like you've become a ghost, Matt. The ADP, yes. That's from Enzo. So yeah, yes, I agree with you. Grapefruits, D&G forever. Italian Love. I don't know which company makes the Italian Love. Vetiver notes, and it's 30. All right, I'm going to have a look at that then. Let's have a look. Italian Love. Oh, Dolce and Gabanna. Oh, right, okay. Light blue Italian Love. Is that for women, or do they do a men's one as well, Ashley? Or is it a unisex, do you think? I'm just having a look. Ah, we've got a men's one there. That's good. Right. And that's got grapefruit in it as well. Is that the predecessor to Forever? Oh, Matt's waiting to come in. There we are. Hi.
Hello. So I couldn't work out how to comment and talk at the same time, so I dropped a comment. But in terms of the link that I shared, which was a while back, that's got all the lovely Alvarez Gomez stuff in that Spanish store, which takes 8 days. So I'm just catching up with the comments.
I didn't.
Italian
you
Love.
can always text me on my phone, Matt. If I don't see, oh, you did do.
Yeah, I did. D&G Italian Love. I haven't tried that. I've only got the. I've tried the light blue, the original one, which I actually like. I think it's a nice citrusy, and I like light blue O Intense, and I like the light blue one that you've got, John, which it's got the massive grapefruit opening on it. So.
So Ashley's saying,
I was quite lucky because
saying that Forever is the successor to.
Ashley, look at me. I've got bedhead. I had to lay down this afternoon. I've been doing some DIY.
You're in no fit state. What about us?
I've got paint down my top somewhere.
Falling off the stream.
We're all good. All good. I'm actually gonna have to drop off because I've got to go to bed.
Yeah, we'll call it today.
It's been fun. Should we do? Are we going to do next Sunday as well? Just make
we'll do
Sunday
next Sunday. Make a time now. We'll do next Sunday, and we will hopefully you can join us again, Ashley and Enzo, and anyone else who wants to come on board as well. You're very welcome. Anyone watching this after the stream as well. And with that, we'll sign off. And let me just get these. That's it. So we'll bid you good night, and thank you for joining us. And we'll catch up with you next Sunday.
Halloween fragrances next time, Ashley. Yeah, I'm down with that. Is it Halloween? Actually, no, leave it a couple of weeks, but it will be Encre Noir all the way.
Yeah.
Dark and danky.
And Halloween, actually, because we've got Halloween. Halloween Man. I've got Halloween Man somewhere in my archive. So there are some other good ones as well, but I just haven't got them.
Thank you and good night. All the best,
Thank you
everyone.
very much. Good night, everybody. See you next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good week. Bye.